The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to it. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? DG family, man. It's Monday. We're up. We're at it. Doing our thing. Get ready to get into this market. Have a look. See what's going on. And see what happened over the weekend, fam. Markets are doing what the markets do, man. They look decent this morning. Everything looks good. Everything looks solid. Held up really well over the weekend, better than what a lot of other weekends hold up. So, the market is holding strong. Bitcoin's holding very strong right now. Ethereum's actually holding strong right now. A lot of the stock market is held up strong during pre-market trading and aftermarket trading on Friday. So everything is looking good. Of course, we got the tariff situation going on with China that we need to work out. But we got a big week this week in the markets. We got PPE coming in. So that's going to play a big role in what happens. That's Wednesday. So we'll be streaming Wednesday morning before that comes out. But that's going to be big. That's going to be big for the stock market and for crypto too. That's going to give us kind of a gauge on what's going on with inflation and all that good stuff, and how tariffs are affecting PPE and how much it's costing to make these products and things like that. Got huge earnings coming up this week as well. It's going to kind of gauge where the consumer's at as far as spending, how much money they have to go ahead and throw around at some of these things. So a huge week coming up, guys. So, I'm going to pay attention, going to keep 10 toes down, going to stay on that ground, keep 10 toes down, see what's going on in this market. Remember how we start these streams out every morning. You can only trade the market that's in front of your face, right? Because we're trading on tweets and we're trading on, news, and we're not trading on fundamentals. You have to trade the market that currently exists at the moment in time in which you're trading, because that's all you can do. Because one post, one agreement, it can change the market in a matter of 5 or 10 minutes. So, we're gonna go ahead, get into this chat a little bit. Say good morning to everybody. Good morning, Junior. What's going on, brother? How are you, man? Good morning. Oh, man, Selmo is in the building. Good morning, my brother. How are you, my brother? How are you? The NFL draft, though. Yeah, the NFL draft was crazy, man. Shedeur Sanders, there's a lot going on with that, man. A little bit of the NFL, a little bit of the Sanders family themselves, dropped him to the 5th round. A lot of reports coming out as to why. You can't show up to meetings with executives with your headphones on and stuff like that. But a 5th round pick, come on, man. That's a bit much. Glenn, what's going on, my brother? Good morning. How are you, my brother? Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go, Glenn. This week's gonna be a big week, man. Elmo is in the building. Everybody back up. Elmo's in the building. Elmo making all that money in the market, all that money, baby. But yeah, this week's gonna be a big week, man. I think we're gonna take off this week, man. I think we're gonna do good, man. I think we're gonna do good. Everybody saying hi to each other. Buy more BRL. Buy more BRL. Glenn says, buy more BRL. XRP to 1. What's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning, brother. How are you? How are you? How are you? Getting through some of this chat. You know what I'm saying? Just making sure we got everybody up in here. Oh, man. Base Queen, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? How are you? But yeah, we the markets are looking really, really strong this morning. They are. I really love where we're at right now. From a market standpoint, all the way around, stock market, crypto market, everything. But the markets held up really well over the weekend. Not surprised Cleveland took Sanders. Yo, that's a messed up situation. I mean, I don't know, man. You can look at it either way. But you know, it's one of them things, man. It's there's a mixture of things going on with that Sanders situation. It was you know, the Sanders family in general, and then I think the NFL owners had something to do with that, and then you know, the interview process itself. It's a lesson though. It's a lesson that the NFL is a business. You know what I mean? The NFL is a business. I'm good. Good, XRP. XRP to 1, man. Glad you're good, brother. Glad you're good, my brother. Let's go ahead. Let's get into the market. Let's see what's going on. See what happened over the weekend. Asian markets woke up late Sunday, and they traded well. You know, they did really well. They closed the morning in green. All green. They look really good. The European markets woke up. They started trading a little bit earlier. They looked really, really well. There's my man Ken right there as I talk about the European market. Good morning, or early afternoon to you, my brother. But yeah, the European market started trading really well. Ken must be dumping all his profits over there. United States markets over here, the pre-markets, they're in red. But you know, this is pretty common for a Monday morning for them to be in red. So we'll see what happens as the morning goes on. See if they can't flip these around. We'll see. But pretty common for the United States markets to be in red on a Monday. So I'm not really concerned about it. And all the news seems to be good. The bond market itself, the yields are going up. And you know, that's necessarily not a great thing for the debt. But you know what? It is what it is. Seiko Hunt's in the building. Wake up, baby. But we'll see where this bond market goes. A lot of countries are dumping the United States debt in the market slowly, and that's a story that's very uncovered, and not a lot of people are talking about. But pay attention to that, because a lot of other countries, you know, are dumping their bonds, which is kind of putting a lot of pressure on the United States dollar right now. But you know, it is what it is. Oil prices starting to tank a little bit. You know what I mean? Holiday season's over a little bit. Spring break's over, so they're done killing us on oil right now. Gold, you look at gold in the green today, which is a little odd, but because usually when the market's starting to pump a little bit, gold goes down, but your dollar's weakening. So gold's going to go up, and watch out for that PAX G. Watch out for the Tether gold. As gold goes up, them crypto projects go up as well. So, you know, not bad at all. Apple's doing pretty well right now. Amazon's doing pretty well in this environment. Nvidia's doing pretty well in this environment right now. Nvidia is a leader in AI. Everything that happens AI happens through Nvidia. It closed Friday at $111, which was a nice run for Nvidia on Friday. Tesla sitting at 284. Not doing too bad, but Elon's gotta do something over there and get that stock. The stockholders are not happy right now. They are not happy with what's going on with their pockets, and they shouldn't be, because they took a big hit. They took a big hit. Everybody's worried about Trump's approval rating on the first 100 days. It is definitely taking a hit. Definitely went down. Um, like I said, and I've been saying here for a long time, I don't disagree with what the policies are, but there's a way that you roll things out that people can digest, and there's a way that you roll things out that is just irresponsible, and we're borderlining on that irresponsible phase with the rollout. You know, cutting government spending, things like that. Nobody's against that. Rollout kind of shaky. Tariffs, nobody's against free trade. Rollout, little shaky. So we'll see if they can't clean that up. We'll see if they can't clean that up. Daniel, yeah, it's just a little shaky. You know what I mean? Like policies are one thing. Rollouts a whole nother. And you. But I guess if you're gonna break it. I mean, if their philosophy is to break it, then break it. I guess but we're gonna eat this up though. I'm eating up. When every time there's a stock market dip, I'm eating it up. So that's a 3 to 4 year play for me every time I put something in the stock market. So we'll see what's up with that, and I'll eat up the dips. But PCE is going to be huge this week. We got to see where we shake out with PCE, and I'm telling you, if on Wednesday, if PCE comes in good, you're going to see these markets go absolutely crazy, because that's going to further solidify a rate cut in June. So we'll see. But the PCE numbers got to come in. They got to come in right, and they got to come in a little bit under expectations. But if they do, you're going to see the stock market send, and you're going to see the cryptocurrency market send. So we'll see. Wednesday is one of them days that we got to pay attention to, right around 10 a.m. And we'll be on stream right up till that point. So we'll see what happens. What we got going on over here in the crypto market? Crypto is booming right now. I got the fear and greed index sitting at neutral, sitting at 51, right about where we left off on Friday. So no big gains, no big loss. If you have stability over the weekend, usually you're setting up for a pretty good week, and that's what we had over the weekend. So let's see where we rock and roll moving into this Monday morning, Monday early afternoon for altcoin season, sitting at 17 out of 100, exactly where we left off on Friday. So no big movements there. Yo, I have to cut off from my stream. So back. Hopefully we're back. I got cut off. Hopefully we're back. Cut off. So hope back. Can you hear me? We good? Because I straight got on my side of the computer. Somebody must not have liked what we were talking about. But yeah, they cut me off. But hopefully we back. We back, Junior. Let me know. cut off, man. Keep getting cut off, but I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Pay your Spectrum bill. I pay my Spectrum bill on time every time, baby. Every time. Uh, that's one bill we don't play around with is that Spectrum bill, baby. Uh, gotta have that internet. Gotta have that internet, man. This StreamYard sometimes it just be acting up, man. But I don't know where we left off, but we'll go ahead and do this again. Fear and greed index sitting at 51. Right exactly where we left off on Friday. Altcoin season sitting at 17, exactly where we left off on Friday. The overall market cap for cryptocurrency sitting at $2.99 trillion. We are sitting here trying to touch that $3 trillion market cap. $3 trillion is so important for a market cap, and people, sometimes ask me why, because that's where we left. That's where we left off the last bull run. So that's why it's so important that we hold on to that 3 trillion, because it's that important, and that's a support line for a cryptocurrency right there, 3 trillion. So if we can make it up to 3 trillion, which we're only $1 billion away, and we can hold that for a little while, you'll see a rocket ship start to go up. But let's go down here. Let's look at the ETFs. How are the cryptocurrency ETFs performing? They're performing quite well. Very, 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 very well, actually. Bitcoin sitting right around 380 million came in. 380 million. Yeah, right around there. It's called 380 million came in on Bitcoin. It's ETF to the positive side. And Ethereum had a positive 104 million, which is a big uptick for Ethereum when it comes to the ETF. So people are starting to move into this ETF realm for Ethereum, which is a good thing for Ethereum because Ethereum's been struggling for a little while. And a lot of it has to do with the inflows and outflows of these ETFs. They definitely have a big impact of what's going on. And we're going to get into a little bit of the XRP ETFs. So pretty soon we'll be talking about the Ethereum, Bitcoin, and XRP ETFs. I believe in relatively short order here, as these ETFs for XRP are getting oh so close to being approved. And you're starting to see the FOMO come in to XRP due to these ETFs, which I think is a big deal, and going to play a big role in XRP probably overtaking Ethereum here in just short order, in not too long. I think we'll see it, and when it happens, I think it's gonna be something special. So why does this keep coming up? So you got ProShares. ProShares launched this XRP not spot ETF, but leveraged ETF. And you can see it right here. US SEC green lights ProShares XRP futures ETF. So this sets the stage for the XRP spot ETFs, right? As soon as we get these future ETFs moving, and the SEC is green lighting these and letting these move forward, you know that eventually, pretty soon, in short order, you're going to get the ETFs, the spot ETFs, which are what everybody's waiting for, right? But these future ETFs are important because they bring in a lot of volume to a particular project. You see the Bitcoin spot ETFs go live. I mean, this Bitcoin future ETFs go live, and you've seen Bitcoin really start to moon off of that. You've seen the Ethereum futures ETFs go live. You've seen a lot of positive movement off of that. Now you're starting to, then you've seen the spot ETFs, which really sent both of these projects to where they are now. And now you're starting to see the XRP future ETFs start to go live. And when the spot ETFs go live, that's when you're really going to see this major push up in volume when it comes to XRP, right? So XRP has a bright future. We're looking probably 18 ETFs going live, probably all at the same time. And then when you add these future ETFs that have gone live, you can add to that number. And then Brazil actually launched its spot ETF for XRP already. So you're starting to see volume with that. And that's the beauty of cryptocurrency, is it's not just about the United States. What happens worldwide has a big impact on price action across across the crypto. So with Brazil launching its spot ETF already for XRP, we're really starting to see some positive movement over there. And we'll get into some XRP price action here and where it is when we get into these bubbles. But you got a crypto lender Nexo. They're returning to the United States, guys. They just they settled a $45 million lawsuit with the SEC, which these crypto lending platforms, I'm telling you guys, they are the future. They're going to play a big role in how this new and how I don't know what happens. We keep locking up, but yeah, I don't know, guys. I keep cutting in, cutting out, cutting in, cutting out. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what StreamYard's got going on right now, but definitely they this morning, so I ain't really appreciating that. So this lawsuit for 45 million. So Nexio and cryptocurrency lending platforms are the future. They happen on all channels. XRP, the one that is not just happening to me, that is happening to other people as well. So what the hell is going on? But as long as you guys are other platforms, appreciate you for this. If this is going, we're in trouble. That's so you see it over here on the crypto 9%. You look at it on the bubbles coming back to the United States is a big deal. But these lending platforms, I do believe, are the future. They are the future. I think they're the future of the banking system as well. They're going to play a big role and leverage your cryptocurrency. So they're definitely going to play a big, huge role. But let's get into some of this price action over here. Look, you got Bitcoin sitting busted above 95, which was a key level for Bitcoin. It needed to get above for Bitcoin, and let's see if it can continue its move up. right around 95,000. It did this morning, but it kind of rebounded again this morning at 95,000. So Bitcoin's hanging in there pretty damn well. Ethereum sitting at $1,818, hanging in there pretty good as well. Ethereum's actually starting to gain a little bit of life. It's starting to have a little bit of life. It's still underperforming the market a little bit, but it's starting to gain some life. But look at XRP sitting at $2.32. Key level for XRP right now, sitting at that 230 level. It busted above that $2.25 level, which was a level where XRP kind of struggles to for a while now, has kind of struggled to keep that $2.25 level. But I think with the rollout of these future ETFs and soon to be spot ETFs, I think the $2.30 level, we'll see if we can hang on to that. If they can, it's definitely going to set themselves up for a run to the upside. Cheese, good morning. Having a little problem with the stream this morning, Cheese. But we're here. We're up. I guess StreamYard's having issues. But we're gonna work our way through it. So yeah, XRP doing its thing, sitting at $2.32. Want to see it hold this. Want to see it hold this $2.30 level before we actually make a big and say we're gonna move to the upside. Solana just continues to move forward, continues to get volume. Solana continues to make these moves and get meme coin volume over there, which is actually sent This better. Hold on one second. I I don't know what happened, but StreamYard has definitely this stream up. So let's let's see if we can back for a minute, just for a minute. Are we back? Nah, guys, this ain't gonna end. So this ain't gonna. There we go. Maybe. So I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if this one's better. Yeah. Let's see if this one's better. Uh. So yeah. So when we look at some of these some of this XRP stuff, some of the stuff that's going on, uh, definitely moving in the right direction. And we'll just concentrate on the bubbles here for a minute and see if we can get a little bit better service out of StreamYard. Uh, but Sui, Sui, whatever you want to call it, sitting at $3.83 right now. Definitely one of the biggest movers of the weekend right here. Remember, we were playing with this thing around two something. Definitely moved up to the upside. Chainlink doing this thing right now at 14.98. But definitely moving a little bit. But the market itself in general is definitely moving. You sound perfect now. Thanks, Ken. Thanks, brother. I'm gonna try to limit my screen share because obviously, StreamYard can't handle situation, and we put too much heat on them. But we gonna see if we can get through this. But when we look at this, overall cryptocurrency market, is definitely moving in the right direction. Everything's moving. Remember a while ago, guys, we were talking about virtual protocol and virtual. This was a launch pad that was initially launched on Base. It was an AI generated platform. Launchpad. It since has moved itself to different chains, and it's now back into the top 100 tokens. Definitely one to keep an eye on. Don't really know what they're doing over there as far as why they're getting so much positive price action right now. But definitely this thing kind of fell off the map a little bit, and then they cross-chained, and now it seems to be moving in the right direction again. Sitting at where we at here, sitting at $1.27, $1.27 right now, moving in the right direction. One of the biggest movers, of the week right there. Virtual cracking back into the top 100. The same with Pudgy Penguin. If anybody was hanging on to Pudgy Penguin, had a 20% move to the upside just in a 24-hour period. So definitely a big move there. But Say is actually moving, sitting at 21 cents right now, guys. We were talking about Say, and I was invested in Say way back when, a long time, a while ago, and still holding on to my Say, but it's definitely moving in the right direction, sitting at 21 cents right now. So definitely like where they're headed, and like that blockchain. And I told you guys before, I think that Pyth and Say are going to be two blockchains that make a move on the back half of the bull run. I don't think they're going to be out front with this thing, but I definitely think that they're going to make a strong move on the back half of the bull run. H bar, trying its best to get back up to 20 cents, doing this thing, man. Kind of like where H bar is right now, sitting at 19 cents right now, like where all of the ISO tokens are right now. And I think all of the ISO tokens, even Quant and everybody else, is really starting to set some solid floors, and really start to make some positive moves. See where let's come over here to this watch. So it's real quick. So when we look at some of these things that we're watching, you see some of the AI tokens like FET and Render and stuff like that. They're starting to take a little bit of a pullback right now, but I expect them guys to regain what they have going on over there, and move pretty solid to the upside. The other one that had a nice run was Pepe. Pepe sitting here at 5091 right now. When we streamed on Friday, it was 5087 somewhere up in there, and I said to you guys, I think we're gonna go 509. Got up to 5094 over the weekend. At one point, made a strong push to the upside. But I do think that Pepe itself, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get rid of this zero. If PPE, Ape Store Rocket, good morning, brother. Good morning, Ape Store Rocket. How are you? But I think that if PPE comes in pretty strong, I think Pepe, we're kind of looking at Pepe at, regaining that, retaking that zero back and moving to the upside really, really strong. Pepe is in a perfect position to take off. It's in a perfect position to take. And they cut me off again. I say Ape Store, my screen starts to flash. We'll go check out Ape Store, guys. Go check out Ape Store. They're launching some good projects over there. Miggles, a couple other projects have come off of there already, and they're doing pretty well. So definitely looking pretty good over there. Ape Store, definitely looking pretty good. But yeah, so when we come back and we look at what we got going on, Pepe's actually making a strong move. I do think with positive PPE, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get that zero. We're gonna get that zero back. Arbitrum is another one we told you guys to watch out for, and that blockchain is starting to take off a little bit. We, right around 29 cents, we were really telling you to watch out for Arbitrum. It was starting to gain some volume over there, starting to gain some ground over there, and definitely sitting at 34 cents right now. Starting to prove us right. A lot of these projects are starting to prove us right. I think with a positive PPE on Wednesday, I think Pepe will lose a zero because I think the markets will take off. I really do. With a positive PPE report, I think the markets will take off. Pepe will lose that zero at that point. Pepe is just too strong of a mover. Pepe's actually from a percent gain standpoint has outperformed Ethereum, which is pegged to, which is highly that's unusual, right? With a coin that size to run hotter than what it's pegged to. But it has. Ondo, you guys know we love our Ondo. Sitting at 99 cents. Get ready to crack back into that dollar mark. Real with the collapse of OM, Ondo really is starting to take over the real world tokenized asset space from a platform standpoint. Them and OM kind of were running together, but with the collapse of OM, Ondo's really starting to move forward and really start to take that leadership role. And you see it in the price action, right? Almost back up to $1. XLM, watch out for XLM. I'm telling you, XLM is one of these projects that a lot of people, they hear about it, they get sick of hearing about it, and they're like, oh yeah, we're going to talk about XLM again, we're going to do that. But here's the thing: when XLM starts to take off, and it will take off, it will run with XRP. So as XRP starts to get these ETFs approved and they start to run a little bit and people really start to FOMO into XRP, XLM will run with that, with XRP. So watch out for XLM. XLM is primed to really take off. It's primed to really do its thing here in a minute. Let's look at some of these. Let's look at some of these ones that we talk about over here. We haven't really looked at these two. Percent WIF up 5.7%. WIF is kind of making a strong comeback as well. Still very low price, but it's starting to make a good comeback. Bonk 11.2%. Bonk, yo, it's that project on Solana. TokenFi up 0.7%. Pepe, up 1.9%, like we just talked about. But look at PopCat. Now, remember me telling you guys about PopCat all the way back there at 16 cents. And I said to you guys, I said, I think PopCat's going to be that next big one. I think it's going to be the one that kind of runs with Pepe. It kind of, PopCat's been getting listed on all these tier 1 exchanges. It's just a matter of time before it rolls. Well, guess what? 42 cents right now. It's rolling. I don't know, what else to tell you, but it's definitely rolling. Selmo, I think you're right. I think Render's going to do its thing. And to be honest with you, I took a long out on Render right around $3 and some odd cents. I can't even remember. I have to go back and look at it, but I've been sitting in that long position for a while. And I do this quite often. I look at a project and I go, you know what? I think it's going to run. I'm going to take a long position in it, and I'm just going to sit in it, right? And I'm just going to sit in it, good, bad, ugly, whatever. I'm just going to sit there and see what happens. But I think Render is definitely going to take off. Render is showing all kinds of life. And it is definitely running with the majority of the AI tokens. But I do think that Render, in fact, they're definitely coming back. So, man, I keep getting blanked out here. So I like where everything is headed. So market's looking good. Everything's looking good. Guys, we're gonna wrap this stream up pretty quick here because I just keep getting cut off. Doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Doesn't make a lot of sense to just continue to just get cut off and do this. But for a Monday morning, everything is looking really solid. XRP is in a prime position with its ETFs, which I think is going to help the whole cryptocurrency market in general. AI right now is really starting to really take off as well, and the ISO tokens are really starting to take off as well. So I think that when we look at this cryptocurrency market for what it is, we're in a prime spot right now. And Wednesday's PPE, if it comes in better than what's expected or just meets expectations, I think that you're going to see this market take off and really move, as long as everything else stays solid and stays level, and we don't get any crazy talk out of the administration, and we don't get any crazy news that comes out. I think the market itself is primed and ready to go. Watch out for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's $95,000 mark, key level for Bitcoin, right? And it's sitting at 95,400 right now. So it's gaining ground over the day, right? So watch out for Bitcoin. If it can maintain above that $95,000 mark, and then we get all this positive news, Bitcoin's set to go to 104, 105. And move back to that all-time high. So Bitcoin is gaining ground right now. Ethereum is starting to find its footing in this market, right? But is it enough? Is it enough to overtake how poorly it performed leading up to this point? Well, we're going to see. We're going to find out. I still think that XRP is going to come up there and take that #2 spot when these ETFs are released and everything, and this money really starts to flow into XRP. I think that XRP will take that #2 spot just because of all of that. And something to watch with XRP is, can it maintain its $2.30 price point, right? Can it maintain that price? And if it can maintain $2.30 for the rest of today and going into tomorrow, then you're looking at a real positive pump up for XRP, and really starting to get to that high $3 mark. I mean, $2 mark. And if it can get to that high $2 mark before these spot ETFs are released, XRP setting itself up that $3 trillion market cap if we can get back up there. So definitely like where everything is right now. Watch out for the crypto market, man. It's really starting to move, and retail starting to slowly trickle in here. And if retail can